Hey y'all, I'm Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind scrappywife.com, and today I have a process video for you using the newest kit from By the Will for God, Holy, 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 which is a super fun kit. I'm super excited about it. I love the theme of the kit, and what I'm going to be doing today is, before I dive into the study, I'm going to use one of the traveler's notebooks that you can get to coordinate with the kit, and I am going to create a journal with that traveler's notebook. And the journal is where I will keep all my notes from the devotionals. There will be times that I do decide to do a page in my Bible, but perhaps not for every day. But every day I do read the devotionals and take notes, and so I'm going to create a fun journal where I can hold those notes and some prayers and things like that. I like to prep these journals in advance. To me, it gets me excited about the kit, helps me get a chance to kind of play with all the supplies so that the art part is kind of out of the way, or at least out of my system a little bit, so that when I do sit down to focus on the devotional, I can do that and really dive deep into the Word. It also just gives me a place to put all of my thoughts. And a lot of people take notes in the actual devotional, which is another great way of doing it. A lot of people go straight to their Bible, and I've changed it up. So I like to change it up, and I haven't created a traveler's notebook in a couple of months for a devotional, so I think I will put you all on fast forward. I am planning on using tons of stuff. Let me show you some of the things I gathered. These are all of the stamp sets. This is the one that comes with the kit, Holy, 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 and then these 5 stamp sets are the extra ones that were available with the pre-sale. Now they are available in the shop, and they kind of coordinate with the kit somewhat. This one has kind of a fall theme, which is fun. I have printed out, when you buy the kit, you get digital images, and I printed out many of the digital images on clear sticker paper that I plan to use as stickers. I have this paper set. This is called Vintage Girl, and it's from the Photo Play company, and it's by, let's see, Michelle Coleman, and I thought it was perfect for this kit. I thought the colors went great, the vintage feel. It has 12 double-sided cardstock sheets, and then all of the sticker ephemera, which I think will be awesome for embellishing my traveler's notebook. And then I pulled out my washi tape. I went for my black and white drawer because I think black and white will coordinate really well with the feel of the kit. I have all kinds of black and white washi and am excited to use it. So I will put you all on fast forward. I'm gonna jump in and start creating and start embellishing this journal, and then that way I will be ready to start studying. Let's go. To get started at the very beginning, I'm just going to put the ephemera piece marked Holy, Holy, Holy right there on the front of my traveler's notebook. And I'm looking at these tags. I cut these tags out of some of that vintage paper from the Photo Play pack using my Silhouette Cameo. This is one of the free cut files that comes with the software. And I am hiding these tags. I'm creating big pockets out of the entire traveler's notebook page. So I'm taking 2 pages, and on 3 sides adding adhesive, sticking it together, and then on the edges I'm just using that washi tape more just as a reinforcement and a decorative element there, but really it's the adhesive that's holding it together. And I quickly learned I had to be careful to only use a little bit of the adhesive. I kind of wish I'd had some skinnier adhesive to make sure that I had enough room for the tags to slide in and out. So if you're going to do a project like this, double check your measurements, make sure you are leaving enough room, a little giveaway, so that the tag can slide in and out. And my idea with these, I like the idea of some hidden journaling, of kind of just a different element. I love interacting with my journals more than just writing. I like digging in, I like tip-ins, I like anything like that. So this was kind of an intriguing idea to me, and I wanted to give it a try, and I'm so pleased with how it came out. I cannot wait to jump in and use this. So I did that for all of the pages, and then in the end you'll see here I got all those tags in, and you can see them from the top. It's super fun. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put some ribbon or something through the top. I might. It's something that I can add as I go. The whole journal does not have to be completed before you start your devotional. Once I had all of the tags in place, then I'm going to go to decorating the pages. And I like to do something simple and have every page follow the same format. For me, it makes the project go quicker. I don't want to get bogged down in creating the journal and miss actual time studying the devotional or jumping into my Bible, but I do like having the journal be beautiful and I like using the supplies. So what I'm starting out with is I stamped using this new Elemental Alpha set, and I stamped the words day 1, and then I quickly decided, well, I'm just going to use numbers instead of spell it out. So I stamped the word day, and I'm fussy cutting it out, and I'm going to use those as a mask. I am loving this large background stamp of the hymn Holy, 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 and my plan is to use it on each page. So I'm taking the Elemental Alpha that I had fussy cut out before, putting the word day back down, and then selecting some chalk ink colors. And I'll be using a variety of these chalk inks to add a little bit of color to each page. And I start out, I'm using this kind of dusty pink color, adding day to the left side, and then I'll clean it off and do another day on the right side. Again, when I work in assembly line kind of format, it makes things go faster for me. So I'm going to do these 2 pages at once. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for numbers, and I decide the numbers will be at the front. I'm going to use that background stamp, but I want to mask off the word day. So I have those letters that I fussy cut out. I'm kind of checking out my stamp right here, making sure it's going to work. When you have a new stamp, you always want to test it first. I'm adding a little bit of washi tape behind these letters, and I'm going to just place them on top of the word day that is already there. And this will keep the stamp from stamping over kind of those delicate outlines, and it makes it pop off really nicely and sets the word day apart, which I really like. So here I am stamping up my stamp once again and trying really hard to get a good impression, and I moved it right at the last second. So my first one, not so clean, but that's okay. I have 13 more days that I can try, and my next one goes much better. Adding back in those letters, covering up the word day, again, inking up my stamp and going straight down, and very careful this time, pressing down, and ta-da, that one came out much better. So I'm using a set from Tim Holtz of some foam alphas that have really large numbers, and that is how I'm going to add the number. And they're so large and bold that they kind of work really well over the top of that hymnal stamp. I love the title of each page. I like having it big and bold there at the top, and so I'm just going to add a little bit more embellishment towards the bottom. Again, these pages are primarily for me to take notes on each morning when I'm reading through the devotional. So I want to have plenty of room to write, but the decor kind of gets me in the mood. It's pleasing to the eye, and so I don't mind adding it in there. Love those ladies. Those were part of the digital kit again that comes when you buy the actual physical kit from By the Will for God. They will send you the digital files. You get all these ladies, which with this kit is fantastic because I can just see printing these off and using them on all of the things. Like my planner, I think for the rest of the year might end up being these gorgeous ladies with some beautiful washi tape. When you order from By the Will for God, you get so many supplies, and one thing that I always order extra are these Tile Alpha stickers because I use them up all of the time on my Bible journaling entries, and I will use them throughout this journal. And I'm adding the title of each devotion down at the bottom. So for day 1, the title is Big, 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 and day 2, What is Holy? And I think it's great having the title there. Again, the tags are already inserted in there. I can add scripture references on those tags. I can do some hidden journaling, some prayers. There's lots of things I can add. I have a lot of writing spaces in this journal. It's just formatted a little bit differently. That causes you to kind of interact with the journal in a different way, which for me is inspiring. I love it. You're going to see me follow the same format as I go throughout the journal. This is not a project that I wanted to take a lot of time, so when I found a format I liked, I just stuck with the same thing for every page. I know some ladies like to change it up, and I have done that in the past, but the primary purpose again is just journaling and note taking, and so for me it being the same on each page works out perfectly. I'll let you kind of watch. I'll fast forward through a few of these pages so you can see the process a little bit more, and then I will show you a walkthrough at the end of what my finished product looks like. I worked on this off and on throughout the day and have completed my traveler's notebook that I'm going to use to take notes for the devotional, and I thought I'd show you a flip through. The front was super easy, just adhered an ephemera piece, and I loved the design, so I stuck to it. Here's my intro page. It has the date along with this paper doily that came as part of the ephemera in the kit. Love the die cut girls. And what I did here, here's the name of the kit with some shadowing. I took the prayer that was in the introduction, the introduction day, and I changed it around to a first person prayer. That way it really personalizes it for me, and it's a good way that I can start each day for the devotional is come back and refer to this prayer. Then, as you saw me create, each day is the same format with the days at the top, titles at the bottom, and then one of the vintage girls. And then hidden behind each card is, or inside each traveler's notebook page, is a tag. And on each tag, what I did was adhere a library card. This is from the His Story collection at By the Will for God, and I will list that library card below. And then added some embellishment stickers that came with the Photo Play Vintage Girl collection that I showed you. And each tag is different, it's individual, but they all do have that library card on them. And the idea is on this card, I can list some scripture references if I like. I can write out scripture. On the back, I'm planning on writing prayer. I can use colored gel pens, or if it's a darker background like this, use my white Signo gel pen. And I like the idea that the prayers will be kind of hidden away. And I just like changing it up. This is just a new fun way to try to work through a devotional. Bible journaling is cool because there's not really a right or wrong way to do it. Some people like to stick in their Bible. Some people only will do Traveler's Notebook. I like to change it up, and I think that keeps it fresh for me, keeps it interesting. And pre-doing the journal like this allows me to really focus on the heart of the devotional because I've already spent time doing the art part of it. And will I do entries in my Bible? For sure. I will go back and do some entries in my Bible, but I've already gotten to use a bunch of the kit. I've had fun getting kind of into the theme, and I am excited to get started. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button and also that bell notification button so that you'll be the first to know when I release a new video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and as always, keep it creative.